Hey, welcome to the all new, but not really new, Retro Nostalgia podcast with me, Chad, and
Christina.
So we used to call this show His and Hers Gen X Podcast, but we thought that was like too much of a mouthful. You know, it's like a sentence. That's not a title.
Right.
You know? And
Plus, it may not always be his and hers. There
Yeah,
might be a his and
true.
his. Like, I went on vacation,
Yeah.
and you got his, hers.
Yeah, it was two guys and two girls, but
Yeah.
and it's we're going to have collaborators that aren't necessarily Gen X.
Right. And
You know?
I don't know. Is our gender really basing how we enjoy these movies?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like we were saying off camera, is like there's a lot of podcasts with Gen X in the name, and a lot of them are just about talking about the lifestyle of like we're all basically turning 50 or even 60.
Right. Menopause.
People going through putting their parents in homes,
Yeah.
having grandkids, and it's like we just wanted to have a podcast where we talk about movies and music and TV and
Yeah, we're not exactly
Yeah.
doing like hard topics here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it seems more fitting.
yeah. So we're gonna go by retro nostalgia now. There's a lot of other names that we wanted, but they're all taken, or like there's 10 different podcasts with very similar names. So.
Gen X happy hour is taken.
Yeah.
I'll never let that go.
Nostalgia nerds,
Yeah.
nostalgic nerds.
So we'll give this a go.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we had in mind. But anyways, so and it's funny because Christina, as you might have noticed, was not in last week's episode. She was on vacation in Phoenix or something.
I went
Hiking
to
the desert.
I went to hike in the desert. I did.
Yeah. Not Burning Man.
No, I wish. I can't afford Burning Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were doing the collaboration tier while I was gone.
Oh yeah. We did a alt rock 90s alt rock draft.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so before you left, we watched the movie Friday with Ice Cube and Cris Tucker.
Cris Tucker, we did.
Well, we didn't really get a chance to shoot like a proper podcast because like it was like literally like right before you had to get on the plane. So
I had to get on a plane.
Yeah.
I had an appointment that day. It was 15 minutes long. I guess
Yeah.
it's terrible because he deleted it, so it'll never see the light of day.
maybe
So-
we'll reshoot that though because we have a certain potential guest that we could review that with.
We've already seen it, so we can
Yeah.
talk about it easily. But yeah, so we wanted something in the same realm for the holiday 420.
Yeah.
So we went with a cult classic, Dazed and Confused from 1993.
Well, I don't know. Is it a cult classic?
It's considered a cult classic.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Or
That's
at least
what
like
online said.
a stoner comedy. I don't know. I think like every stoner comedy, like most of these up there are I don't. Well, so what's their definition of a stoner comedy? Does it just have to be about?
It just has to
People getting
have
stoned?
some of those moments in there. But this is actually in my opinion, this is a very well-made, thought-out movie. It's not just a stoner comedy. I mean, there's one character. Well, there's a couple of characters. It's like
Yeah.
the jocks versus the stoners and the nerds.
Which is weird
basically.
because like some of the characters. So like Floyd, who's Jeremy London or Jason London, one of those guys.
Jason
I
London.
can never keep track because. Yeah, it was Jason because I remember when we were watching Mallrats, it's Jason Lee and Jeremy London. So I was like, it's not two Jasons. So
Yeah.
Jason London was in Dazed and Confused, and he's like the captain of the football team. Mm-hmm. But like one of his best friends is like a total Cheech and Chong copycat character, Slater.
Yeah.
You know?
Like Screech and Zach. Like
Yeah.
a nerdy best friend for a popular guy.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't consider Slater a nerd, but yeah, he's just the
No,
total.
Screech was his best friend.
What?
Wait, are we talking about Saved by the Bell?
No, we're talking about Dazed and Confused.
I know, but you said Slater.
No, you said Slater.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. So there was a character named Slater in Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
So I was talking about Slater is the pothead Cheech and Chong copycat in this movie.
Okay.
So
I was thinking of a nerd.
I know 2 characters with the same name,
But yeah, his stoner friend is working his way kind of up the social ladder by just offering all the popular kids their bud.
Yeah.
So he's kind of getting like into there. So I can kind of see how he's like pulling Jason
London.
London's character to the side. He doesn't want to play
I
football
know, we're getting
anymore.
so
He wants to
confused.
become a stoner.
there's so many Jasons and Londons and Jeremys and
Having 2 Londons is actually extremely confusing.
yeah. Although Christina was saying that she thinks Jason London is the hotter of the twins.
Jason London was always the hotter of the twins. Comment down below if you have a disagreement.
I don't know. They look
way hotter than
they look
Jeremy.
the same to me. I think.
No, I think Jason was thinner and he had better cheekbones and
He
better
has-
hair.
He also he has longer hair in this movie.
Yeah. Plus, I don't like Jeremy and Clark or Mallrats.
Mallrats.
Not at all.
So obviously the title has got to be from the Led Zeppelin song.
Yes. They couldn't license. Fun fact: they couldn't license Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin for this movie. They wouldn't. They wouldn't let them.
Yeah.
But they did get the title for the movie from that.
Yeah. Fun fact, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge Zeppelin fan, but I mean, I got into them in college. And the song "Dazed and Confused," which is off their first album, actually, it's not one of my favorite Zeppelin songs. Like, I guess I like the studio album version the best because it's like a tight, quote unquote tight, like 6 minutes. But when they do it live, they'll go like 20 minutes, and like Jimmy Page will do like a 10-minute guitar solo, and he'll like strum his guitar like a violin. If you ever seen that movie, "Song Remains the Same," which is a concert film.
No, but that's what he would do in their concerts. That's what they were known for, I guess.
Anyways, let's talk about Dazed and Confused, the movie.
Yeah, I guess the title is just a reference to these kids are in high school. It's a confusing time, and like these young boys and young girls are dazed and confused.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, I thought it was a stoner thing, but I think it's just confusion about that period of time in their lives.
Yeah, it's funny because this movie kind of plays off a lot of like the early 80s like teen sex comedies like Porky's and stuff like that about teenagers who are partying and just drinking and getting drunk. But it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, because I mean this takes place in 1976. And I mean maybe that's how it was for boomers because they didn't have video games, they didn't have internet, so like all their fun had to be in person. Like, a lot of the movie takes place like at I get like a pool hall, like they're playing pool and foosball and pinball.
Also a drive-through,
Yeah,
liquor store, and then a lot.
yeah, and then
An
just,
open lot where they just drink and party.
Lots of drinking out in the woods. It's like a very I don't know. I guess that's what our parents' generation did for fun because.
Not my parents' generation. They were already adults by that point. But,
Yeah.
like, I guess
It's a weird
younger
in-between-
boomers, maybe?
Yeah, they're like the
People who came of age in the late 70s, like that 70s show. That was a wild time.
yeah, and it's funny. It's like so much of that '70s show you can see in this movie.
Yes, the water tower, the vandalizing, because there's just
Yeah.
nothing else to do.
The
Smoking weed.
characters,
Yeah, sneaking alcohol.
yeah, like Slater the pothead is like Hyde. Jason London's character is basically like Kelso. There's not really an Eric in this movie. I guess maybe like the blonde guy with glasses, sort of.
Yeah, and it's not like Kitty and Red. They were pretty strict. These parents knew what their kids were up to, but they just let them go wild. It was the last day of school. They knew they were going to go out and get drunk
Yeah.
and get hazed and whipped and beat up. And, like, the adults encourage it. The teachers encouraged. Like, they're just like, you're going to have to go out there and deal with it.
Yeah, that
The whole town's in on, like, this hazing.
that was the first time I saw this movie. Like I said, it was either 12th grade or after high school. I like no concept of hazing. Like that never happened to us. Like I'm watching this and like I was like, what kind of snuff film is this?
Yeah, if
This
there was
is-
hazing, they didn't come for me at all. They were like, we don't want to get
No.
that girl in our crowd. I didn't know about it. It was like frat
To me-
and sorority stuff.
Yeah, like everything in this movie, I feel like this should have been set like in a college environment and not a high school environment. Because like every kid in this movie acts like it's like Animal House, or like Porky's, or like a lot of those '80s college comedies, or it's like the trope of as soon as the parents leave, the kids are gonna have a party at their house. Like 16 Candles, I think had a
Weird
thing like
Science, they threw
Yeah,
a party.
yeah.
I mean, Clueless, that's just every teen movie. There's a
that.
party.
Like the John Hughes movies weren't as like lowbrow as Animal House or Porky's,
Oh, yeah, they were classier.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like an entire day of hazing, and the whole point of the hazing is it's like the most popular kids determining who's going to be the next generation of popular kids. So
I didn't get that at all. I thought,
what?
no, to me it was just whoever they they're like hunters, just like whoever they, especially Ben Affleck's character, which is it's pretty funny. Like again, there's a lot of crossover between this and Mallrats. You know, like Ben Affleck, he basically played like the same character, like the O'Bannon as an adult.
Well, the whole thing is like the hazing is, are you loyal? And then the party is, can you hang? And like the two kids get to the top. So that guy with the long hair, Mitch,
Yeah.
they pursued him because his sister is extremely popular. And like ultimately that kid's going to be the most popular kid in his grade. And then the girl kind of went off with that guy that's not popular. I don't remember his name.
Which one? The redhead?
The guy that was really respectful with the blonde hair and the glasses.
Oh yeah.
She'll date him, so she kind of gave up popularity for him, I guess.
I don't know. I didn't really get that.
You didn't get
The
the whole
popularity?
social hierarchy thing and
No.
like how they were kind of chosen ones.
No.
Like, yeah,
I feel like
they were targeting those kids to
You
find
need-
new friends.
You need more backstory. I thought. To me, it was just they were just gonna whack whoever they could find.
They did, but like I don't know, they chose two kids to be popular, and like the kids that got whacked, I'm sure they'll know who they are.
Yeah. So I mean, I looked up the behind the scenes trivia, and it said like Linklater based this on actual hazing from
Texas.
his youth. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could see that being a Texas thing.
I think it probably, I don't know to that extent. Actually, I read that the spankings were worse. They had to tone it down for the movie.
I mean, but I could see that as a sorority or a fraternity initiation.
But he said
But-
it happened in high school.
But
In
it's just,
Texas, like small town. I don't know what small town Texas is like. From
I know.
everything I've seen in films, it was portrayed as pretty crazy because there was nothing to do. Like you grew up in Florida, you could go to the beach and do bonfires and stuff. But up there, Texas, what do you do?
I mean, I still
You
have
get
the same
drunk.
stuff to do as there is anywhere else too. You know.
I just feel like this period of time probably was a little wild compared to like growing up in the 80s or 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Like buying alcohol.
Yeah.
My parents have said buying alcohol as a teenager in their era was like so easy. You just went and gave them like a fake ID or just asked and they would give it to you.
Yeah, like there's
It
a
was
scene.
hard for
There's a
us to
scene
get it.
where Mitch, he's like the 8th grader going into 9th grade, who looks
Yeah.
like he's like 12.
He does.
He
looks
just buys a
so
6-pack,
young.
and like this goober old, the clerk guy who looks like he's probably in his 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, you're 18, right? And they just like
He knows.
He's bullshitting with them.
Yeah, he knows, but he sells it to him because he wasn't going to get fined for it like you
Yeah.
would nowadays. You'd get in so much
Yeah.
trouble.
Also, the drinking age back then was 18. I don't know when it went to 21. It was.
Oh, I
it
think it
was late
depends on the
70s.
state. I could see it being
It
18
did
in
go-
Texas.
It went 21 nationwide because the Congress said, you know, if you want your funding for highway or something, is that you have to raise your drinking age to 21 because like it was various ages in various states,
Yeah.
and I forget which. I think it was like 79 or 80 that it went 21 nationwide. Mm-hmm. They did the same thing with cigarettes a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to be able to buy cigarettes at 18. Or even, like, a lot of restaurants and bars would have cigarette machines where, like, any kid could just go up and put money in it and get cigarettes. Did you
Do you
ever
have to be
those?
21 to buy cigarettes now?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. It was 18 when I started smoking. So
It
it's
seems
probably
so-
for the best because they used to come to the bars and give us free cigarettes. They get you addicted.
Did you ever have
So-
those cigarette machines where it's, like, where you pull the handle?
I remember those being in like the Golden Corral when I was a kid. I used to play with them. My mom would be like, "Stop it!" But they were like $2.
But it's funny, like, every kid in this movie is, like, drinking, smoking, doing drugs.
That's
It's-
why they
it's
all
a-
look like they're 30.
Yeah.
They're all so old looking.
Yeah, they're all. I find it, and it's funny because a lot of them are the jocks too, and like one of the dudes,
Yeah.
like you see him with his shirt off, and he has a 6-pack abs.
And lots of hair. He had the hairy body of like a middle-aged man.
Yeah.
But like Ben Affleck is clearly, God,
Yeah, he's in his
gotta
early
be
20s.
in his mid-20s at least. I don't know. It's kind of funny because we always say boomers looked older. Maybe they really did. They definitely look like they don't belong, except for wait, no, who's Matthew McConaughey's character? All right.
Oh yeah, Wooderson, I think his name is.
Wooderson. He's supposed to be older. We don't know
Yeah.
how old he is, but he could be in his 30s for all we know.
And it is pretty funny that to actually hear him say the all right, because it's like that's like such like a meme now, and it's like there's a lot of stuff in this movie that is either memes or cliches or tropes, and it's kind of like this is like where it originated. Like I'm surprised it didn't have the car parked on the hill overlooking the valley or something, like a makeout point.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the only thing that was missing.
It's Texas. It's flat.
Yeah.
But the whole time I was thinking, God, this is just like Quagmire from Family Guy. Doesn't he remind me of Quagmire? Like, that character's based on that Matthew McConaughey character. I feel
he's
like
also
sleazy and just catchphrasey.
Yeah, he's also, he's just Quagmire's just all generic kind of sleazebag kind of guy. But
Well, so is this guy.
I remember, we could do a whole separate show on Family Guy, but yeah, I remember Stephanie McFarlane saying, like, he's partially inspired by Bob Hope, too, Quagmire.
Oh, I don't know who Bob Hope. I know who he is, but I don't know.
Old comedian from...
I don't know the reference. Interesting.
Anyway, so, this was made by Richard Linklater. I remember watching this as a kid and kind of being befuddled because, like, there's no plot to it. Like, there's no plot.
Yeah.
It's just following a whole bunch of kids over the course of a day.
Which is the plot.
And I'm like, when is something going to happen? But, see, I can't remember if I saw this before or after Clerks, because Clerks also has kind of a similar... there's no real plot to Clerks. It just takes place over the course of one day, and it's a lot of funny stuff happens.
Yeah, there's, like, points that are memorable to this movie, like when they're destroying the mailboxes. They're just picking up the trash cans and throwing it at the mailbox. And I was thinking, like, about Stand By Me, where they kind of do the same thing. That sticks out in my mind, because I was like, is this movie where it does that? And I guess the hazing, and then just a lot of in-between of nothing. Oh, the gun. The guy firing the gun at their car. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
So those are little exciting moments that you remember, but the rest of it, I'm always like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened.
The going back to the hazing, watching it now, the girl-on-girl hazing this is like almost like fetish. It's very fetishy.
No.
Because like they're spraying each other with ketchup and mustard and stuff, and like it's submission and domination.
It's definitely domination.
It's to me it's very fetishy. I wonder if that's why they stopped it. It's like, hey, you guys are all a bunch of perverts.
Oh, maybe. Do people spray food on themselves as a fetish? Never mind. Of course they do.
Yeah. But it's also when a girl is dominating another girl. That's very adult
dominatrix.
Film. Not even dominatrix. Just a woman dominating another woman.
Oh.
Turns guys on.
Yeah, so the guy's hazing is extremely physical, and the girl's hazing is just like psychological torture, basically.
Yeah, and it's funny because when the girls haze the other girls, they just the young girls just submit and go along with it, but the boys all run away because they don't want to get whacked,
Yeah, I think the girls kind of know that this is their end to the popular crowd. Maybe
I think they
want to fit in. Girls want to fit in.
I don't know. To me, I just saw it as like a girl being submissive and didn't want to cause trouble. Just like, okay, let's get this over with.
Oh, yeah, we're not wanting to cause a scene.
Well, you're already causing a huge scene by...
You're kind of being forced into doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hazing is there as an initiation into popularity. It's preparing them for sorority.
I thought the
fraternity culture.
To me, the hazing went on like way too long because
it's the most of the movie.
It was like the first 40 minutes or so, and then the last hour is them partying.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there are parts of the movie that aren't necessary, like when they cover O'Bannon in paint.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of cheesy.
That was kind of funny. It's funny that after that happens, he leaves and he never comes back into the movie. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he commits social suicide. He like freaks out in front of everybody and like drives away in shame.
Yeah. Well,
I hope he had no friends after that.
I don't know. There's a few parts in this movie where like the story took a weird turn like that.
Yeah.
And also, like, towards the end, when they have the party out at the park or wherever they are, the Adam Goldberg character gets in a fight with this, like...
Initiates
greaser kind of character.
Yeah.
And it's very weird because he just says, oh, somebody's getting hot. He just said, somebody's smoking a doobie. And the guy gets, like, starts bullying him. But I'm like, if you're smoking weed, like, it's not like testosterone where it's like all of a sudden you want to fight somebody.
Yeah, he bullies him, but that Adam Goldberg character, I don't remember the name, He won't let it go. He just stews over it and stews over
Yeah.
it until it boils over, and he looks like a total idiot. But yeah, that was like, and it's funny. I don't remember. I thought he just ran away after that, and that was the end of the movie. I don't know if we saw an extended version today, but I could have sworn we never saw that guy again in the original movie. Like,
Which
I don't
guy?
The guy that makes an idiot of himself after he starts the fight and he runs away crying.
Oh, Clint?
Clint.
Yeah. No, I do remember that from...
You remember them
Yeah.
having a happy ending where they get back together? Or
No, I
just
remember Adam Goldberg going back to fight him.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
he
I
said-
don't remember anything after that.
I know, it's just like I said, like there's no plot to this movie. That's like ensemble movies like this, or it's just like it's almost like a series of vignettes.
Yeah.
You know, like was it just because it goes from like click to click to click of little circles of friends, and then they all kind of intersect at some points.
Yeah. So it's like I completely forget about some.
Yeah,
Like the last
it's
10
hard
minutes
to-
of the movie, I was like, I don't remember
like
that.
when there's no specific plot, like I think it's kind of hard to remember like these little scenes. And also, like as I was watching this now, I'm just kind of seeing. I mean, obviously I'm not a film director or anything, but I'm like thinking like the logistics of this. Because like of all these little scenes, some of them are only like 30, 60 seconds. Mm-hmm. To, like all the stuff that had to be done to like set up these shoots and everything.
Yeah, they're not even integral
Yeah.
to the plot. They're just like little plot things that just happen throughout to
Yeah.
develop the story.
And also like it says written and directed by Richard Linklater, but I wonder how much of this movie was improvised, or like if he just. It wasn't so much like that there was a script. Was it like he just gave the actors an idea of what this scene's going to be and they improvise it?
I kind of wonder because the all right was
Mm.
apparently he like improvised that. He just
Yeah.
came up with it and they were like, that's brilliant, keep doing it. So it's possible. I could see McConaughey doing that. And then there are times the Mitch character, the whole time I'm thinking this guy's it's either an anxious guy pretending to act or an actor that's really good at pretending to be an anxious guy. That guy, he's just a good character. Like the way he portrayed like the anxiety of the situation and wanting to be cool, and
Yeah, and
I love that.
he was like he looks exactly like a young Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like the first season of Third Rock.
Yeah.
From the Sun.
He does. He seems like a nerdy kid, but then he comes out in a cool shirt and he just rises up the ranks. And I love that character. I used to think he was annoying, but
He's in a lot of other Richard Linklater movies too.
that makes sense. He's got that kind of face where I could see that
He
happening.
has a weird. His name is Wiley Wiggins. That sounds made up.
It does. It sounds like a ventriloquist dummy or something.
Yeah.
Rory Cochrane, who plays the stoner, he's
Yeah.
gone on to become like a major character actor. Sometimes I'll see him and stuff and I don't recognize him because I have this thing where I recognize people by their hair, and he's never had that wig on since then. So I always think he's going to have the long brown hair. So he'll be in stuff and I'm just like, oh, it's that guy.
I think that's the only thing I've ever seen him in, actually.
You would probably know him from other things. We'd have to look it up, but he's been in a lot of stuff. He's just unrecognizable as anything else.
Let's see here. Oh, this movie had a great soundtrack.
It did. The
Like,
soundtrack is
every-
so good.
Every song in this movie is like a total hit now, or well, maybe not a hit, like but it's recognizable. Like there's Aerosmith, Alice Cooper, just like in like Slow Ride, Why Can't We Be Friends?
The music is perfectly placed. That
Yeah.
The song when they're making out, "Summer Breeze makes me feel fine."
I know the yacht rock song.
It makes me think of like a summer breeze and laying in the grass making out with somebody, and that's what they do.
Yeah, this also had that
perfect.
trope of the kid makeout party, which is really creepy.
The kids that were making out in that little room, like they were like 13.
I know,
You
and
know what I'm talking about?
it was very weird because I think it was like they're supposed. Was it like a lock-in at the school? Did you ever have one of those?
No.
Yeah, where they.
Lock-in just means if you leave, you can't come back.
Yeah,
That's right?
but it
Okay,
was like
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
an overnight party inside the school. Well, it's not even really a party, but it's more like our school. They would always have dance marathons. Like it would be a 12-hour. Like it would start like 8 p.m. and go to 8 a.m. Or they would have lock-ins.
No, I never
Yeah.
heard of that before. They didn't do that in Florida.
Um,
So those kids were expected to be there all night? Well,
Yeah, it was. But like, remember in High Fidelity with John Cusack? There's a flashback scene where he's supposed to be like in high school, and it's just all a room of a bunch of kids making out.
Yes.
And it's like this it's very creepy. 'Cause I don't even want to say what it reminds me of because YouTube will take this video down. But
Yeah, I know.
it's very Epstein-ish, I guess I could say.
Kids grew up fast in Texas in the 1970s, man. Those are like 12 and 13-year-olds in that room.
I know.
And like kids you wouldn't expect in there either. What do you think of the clothes in this movie? You probably don't care. But
I thought like the outfit that Jeremy or Jason London
he
was
looked
wearing,
so cool.
it didn't match his personality. He was like wearing this like purple blouse thing.
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to be like the quarterback of the football team. Like why don't he just wear jeans and t-shirt?
Because he's like gravitating toward the hippie stoner crowd. He's like he's crossing over into that social group. So he's becoming more hippie looking.
I guess.
That's what I took from it. He doesn't want to be a jock anymore. He wants to be a hippie. He wants to be a burnout.
Yeah, I mean, like to me, all the outfits here were, I guess, fairly period authentic.
Yeah, it was very that 70s show. I wrote that the 70s slutty area is my favorite slutty area. Tight high-rise jeans and open button-up shirts. I think the clothes look so cool, like, on these people.
Oh, yeah, those 70s girls' jeans that come up to, like, past their belly button.
Well, they all have a waist, like, this big because they don't eat fast food all the time. So it's like everybody's just like, I love the clothes and this. I don't know if most people wore stuff like that, but it was super cute. Reminds me of Donna and Jack from that 70s show.
Yeah, we said that before. The 70s show took so much from this movie.
I
wonder if like it was that 70s show like originally intended to be this movie as a TV show, or did it just take inspiration from this?
Well, that 70s show came out in like 98, right?
No, I think it was 96 or 7, but
it came out after this.
It wasn't like it was only a few years after.
I feel like this show draws inspiration from this movie for sure.
Which, actually, you can't even watch that 70s show anymore.
I have it on DVD.
Yeah, we'll have to start watching that. We have so many TV on DVD we need to get through.
It's hard. It's been canceled, but I still love watching that 70s show. I can't help it. It's like one of my guilty pleasures.
So how would you say, does this hold up? I mean, I probably haven't watched this in at least 20, if not 30 years, but you said this is like a regular viewing for you.
I own it on like Amazon and DVD. I think I watch it every few years or so. It's a movie I can easily watch. I think it's funny. It's easy to sit through. It doesn't annoy me. I loved like Did you ever see Freaks and Geeks? It was like a show on for one season, probably around this time. It was high school kids with like Seth Rogen and stuff.
I think I saw the first couple episodes like 10, 15 years ago when streaming first started.
And then Clueless came out not long after this, and My So-Called Life was a show that aired for only one season. So like really good. I love like teen stuff from that era. So to me, this like it's very nostalgic for me. This movie just touches that place in my heart from that era of movies with teenagers.
Which is funny because it doesn't take place in your teen era. It takes place like in maybe not our parents, but before we were born. It takes place in the mid 70s.
Yeah.
It takes place in May
like
of 1976, which is before I was born.
Elder Gen X, I guess, would have been, right?
Well, they wouldn't have been. The kids in this movie are definitely
boomers.
The tail end of boomers.
Yeah.
Was there any like sub-generation between boomer and Gen X? Because like there's a lot of like like Zennial and Oregon Trail. I mean, these are just. I mean, there's no such thing as like an official. There's a department of generation determination.
Yeah, I hate the whole thing where just because you were born a certain generation means you have a personality. Like, but you know what I mean? Like, I get that there's some things in common, but just like pop culture stuff, really.
Yeah. This we were saying off camera is the soundtrack of this movie. I think we could do a whole episode just on the soundtrack. Maybe we'll do that within their podcast as a collaboration. I
think we should do like a tier list of movie soundtracks, like.
Yeah, I'd have to. The problem is like you can't. I'd have to. So many of the soundtracks, if you go on iTunes or whatever, because of the rights and everything, sometimes it'll show you the song, but like it's grayed out, like you can't download it or listen to it.
Yeah, the movie Singles. I've been wanting that soundtrack forever. I'd have to buy it on CD because none of those songs. I mean, like you can't listen to the entire thing.
Before MP3s and like way before Spotify and Apple Music.
Yeah.
Like movie soundtracks like this were like the best way to get like mixes. Or remember like those Time Life commercials?
Yeah, best way to get mixes and like get exposed to different types of music for sure. So yeah, that's, I don't know, worth maybe thinking about is just as a tier list.
I like this movie. It's It's interesting because to me, I see it now like as like a mainstream movie because like there's so many name actors in this now.
Yeah.
But it was technically like a indie movie, and most of these people were, undiscovered or they were still really minor
Yeah.
celebrities at the time.
Matthew McConaughey in the credits was like toward the end.
Yeah.
So he was new.
Mm-hmm. And and it's also, but I also see it like as a indie movie in the fact that like there's no central plot and there's it doesn't follow a normal Hollywood style or format or whatever. And especially, I mean, if you know like Richard Linklater, like his first movie Slacker, or I don't remember if it's Slacker or Slackers, but it's similar to this movie where it just takes place over the course of one day and just goes from character to character and they're all weirdos,
Is that Matthew Lillard?
Maybe. I haven't seen that movie in
Okay,
like 30
I might know
years, but...
of the movie. I just don't think I've sat through the entire thing.
So
I don't know if I would know it was this guy though.
This isn't like a knee-slappingly funny movie though. It's definitely interesting.
I mean, like nothing makes me like laugh hysterically, honestly. Mm-hmm. But I love the part. I don't know, the part where they're throwing the garbage cans gets me. It's like such an asshole move, but I think it's funny. So there's some parts that are cute. Mm-hmm. I just think it's an easy watch. Would you watch this again, or did you just not connect with it?
I'm gonna be in a rush to watch it again. To me, the Kevin Smith movies, they're kind of in the same vein. Or like I said earlier, like Clerks is also a movie that takes place in one day with no story.
Right.
But I could watch that all the time.
Yeah.
To me, and that movie to me is much funnier. I think maybe just because it has a smaller cast of characters.
Yeah.
I mean, and it has like more like jokes, whereas like this movie is about. It definitely has like this earnest approach of you being at like a huge party like that, or like just of how high school kids, how there's different cliques and like they all kind of interact, and like the dialogue seemed pretty realistic to me. Like,
the dialogue was funny. I really liked the fact that the girls would have deep conversations in the bathroom and the guys are just like, hey, just like beating people up. I don't know. There's just like little moments in this movie that just seem realistic to me. Like, I don't know, more realistic than probably The Breakfast Club or something like that.
Yeah, it does. It's almost like a. I was gonna say like a documentary, but not exactly.
Oh, I gotta get this in there. What? So Richard Linklater, he based this on high school, and he based the characters on really people he knew, like from Texas, and apparently they would come up to him and say, "I recognized you, asshole," and they weren't happy about being in the movie. So like I guess some of these people he knew, like probably the guy that hung around high school too long after he graduated, he knew them. So
yeah,
interesting.
And it's also. A central theme of this show is when we watch these old movies. This takes place in '76, and these people are like in high school, and they're driving like muscle cars, like GTO, Camaro, Mustang. Like, how the heck did they afford that? Or it's amazing that was actually. It's funny. Christina's dad has a car similar to Matthew McConaughey's car in your garage right now.
Yeah, he has an AMX in his garage. It's a sports car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They always portray jocks as rich. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Why would they all be rich?
Well, yeah, this is the classic white suburbs. Like there's like one black dude in the whole movie, and
that's it.
Yeah.
Yep. So like just upper middle class kids that have nothing to do. I don't know.
Anything else? I think I got everything. Oh, you know what I said? There's you seen Good Will Hunting, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's funny because like Ben Affleck's in this movie obviously, and Cole Hauser is one of his friends in this movie, and then he was also in Good Will Hunting too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I haven't seen that in a long time.
And Good Will Hunting also has a scene where they go to a Little League game as an adult. Remember that, where they're drinking and they're watching a Little League game?
No, we need to rewatch that one.
All right.
I don't remember.
But yeah, I'm surprised Matt Damon wasn't in this.
I know.
Cool.
He could have been.
And all right, so I guess that wraps it up for Dazed and Confused, our 420 pick.
Finally.
Yeah.
After 420.
I had a poll on the channel. I said, what's like your favorite stoner comedy? Actually, I'll bring it up right now.
Okay, so we watched Friday. We didn't do anything with that. I have a lot of stoner comedies I like. What's your favorite stoner comedy? Like, I mean, Harold and Kumar.
I pass it.
Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, that's a good one.
Friday.
I don't really consider
Big
Friday a stoner
Lebowski
con. Yeah,
is
Big
a-
Lebowski. Anything
Yeah.
Cheech and Chong, obviously.
Obviously.
Pretty much anything Kevin Smith, really.
Yeah. I guess so.
Mhm.
But I could just keep going. They're
So,
amazing.
I don't know what we're doing next week. We're going to try to change the format up a little. We might finally do some live streaming, trying to collaborate with some other podcasts.
Some collaborations.
Yeah,
Let's
but-
collaborate.
Yeah, so goodbye to His and Hers Gen X and hello to Retro Nostalgia Podcast. I guess we can still sign off with Smell
You later.
See you on the flip side. Bye.
Bye.